Hi. I thought I'd do a video testimony about the Daniel fast. Um, and we'll see how I get through this. Yeah, so yesterday was my last day of the 21-day Daniel fast. It's basically 21 days of prayer and meditation and just eating a certain way, which is vegetables, fruits, um, no preservatives or processed foods, water, and then decaf tea. And some people do whole grains. I decided not to do that, so I was a little more stricter with my diet. And nuts. And nuts within reason. I mean, I couldn't just sit there like chowing on nuts all day. So that was the plan, and I used the R Version Bible, and I basically went through two different plans during that time. And the reason why I did it in the first place was I don't know, I wanted a reset. I knew that I wanted to reset like just my lifestyle overall. And I had never leaned in on God for that. I had just leaned in on myself and was trying to be my own motivator, which didn't get me very far each year. And yeah, so I just thought, why not try having God kind of be, my life coach or spiritual coach, accountability coach. And I really didn't know what to expect. There's a ton of information that's on the internet, but I knew that it would change me, and it definitely has. I think that the diet itself, or whatever you want to call it, it's not a diet, the fast, uh, was not as hard as I thought it was going to be, that aspect of it. I basically lived on black beans, corn, avocados, tomatoes. Yeah. And then like some fruits, nuts, spinach. I basically like lived on like that stuff. The changes. So I will say a couple of things before I like really dig into changes, but the coffee, I only drank maybe 8 ounces a day, so it wasn't so hard for me to leave coffee. I tried to drink coffee today, and I actually did not like the taste of it. I can't believe it. So yeah, I don't know. I still had a lot of energy, even though I had gotten rid of all of that. My skin has definitely is looking better since not eating preservatives or additives or anything. My pores are smaller, and yeah, I just feel healthier, and my digestive tract just runs a lot smoother. Um, Before, I would say I was getting sick eating at least like 2 times a week, maybe more. Um, and it was hard. And now, since doing the fast, I haven't. Which leads me to wonder if I had issues with like gluten or dairy because I was totally addicted to cheese. And I was, yeah, always getting sick pretty much after meals. And now I haven't since doing this. My faith is definitely stronger because of this. Um, and I feel like I'm more inward with my thoughts. because when you have Jesus or God as your life coach, you're going to him in time of need. So instead of going to potato chips or, other vices, you are going to him, which just changes things. It was hard when I had to be in settings that, people were eating things that I liked, like Super Bowl party, where I had made a lot of food that I enjoy. And there was another time where there was steak. There was a lot of food in play. And I just literally prayed to stop the cravings. I think if people are just trying to work through things and they are just trying to start over, they should try the Daniel fast. I know for a fact, and this is when people who are non-believers are going to be like, you crazy girl. I mean, many times God spoke to me during this process. And Satan did too. There were times that I know that Satan was trying to wrap his arms around me. Like, I literally felt it. And I also felt when God was too. And when he was talking to me, I heard him because there was no other, it was just like an immediate line, right? One of the things, I'm going to get upset. One of the things that I uncovered during this process was what's called a stronghold that I've had for a long time. Anyway, I don't know why. I'm just going to try to work through this. This is like non-scripted and not going to be cut, but it's going to be fine. So it's like this thing, stronghold, that like brings you down, and it's a thing that kind of brings you down, that keeps you away from being closer to Jesus. And so through this whole process, I uncovered this stronghold that I've had since I was like a little kid. And it came out the second week of the fast. And it basically is just kind of, for lack of better words, taken over the fast and kind of working through it. So the stronghold is feeling not worthy. I don't know why I'm crying. I'm sorry. So I've always have kept this like really, really, really deep in the core. I have gone to therapy on and off my whole life, and it's just something that I never discussed because it was like part of me, this unworthiness. And I guess God wanted it to come out while I was doing the Daniel fast. This unworthiness just stems from just I don't know why. Just being abused throughout the years in different situations, physically, emotionally, financially. And it started when I was young. And I guess when that happens to you, or when it happened to me, I just felt like I deserved it. I deserved all of it. And because of that, I made a lot of wrong decisions with my actions and relationships because I didn't think I deserved a lot. And yeah, so the past 2 weeks at church, there's just been a really big struggle with this coming out because when you accept Christ, you basically give him everything, and he takes away the sins of the world, right? But I, as a stronghold, wouldn't let him take it away. And even yesterday at church, I had my hands out for him to take it, and I just wouldn't let him because I just felt the chains. And even though I don't want the chains, in some ways it's like all I know. So yeah. And this is, yeah. So it's just something that I've never really told anybody, including my husband, until all this came out. Yeah, it's weird because you realize that you've lived a life of not feeling worthy. And I'm just tired of feeling that way. And I just have been praying to allow God to let it go. And maybe by doing this, it will help. Woo! Anyway. So, yeah, the Daniel fast is life-changing. And if you are trying to work through things, I would suggest doing it and just kind of letting God lead. It's just been an amazing experience. I'm glad I did it. I learned a lot about myself and about my faith. And yeah, that's it. I don't know how to end it, but that's it. So the 21-day Daniel fast is just something that everyone should experience. I would say that you should experience it with other people. I think it's good to do it with a support group. Personally, I've heard of like churches doing it as a big group. I've heard of small groups doing it, and I think that's perfect. I think it's important that you just have people that are followers of Christ doing it with you. And I know that I will definitely do it again, probably later this year. But for now, I am just taking the lessons that I learned and trying to heal and to just, be a follower in Christ. So that's it. Thank you for listening to my testimony. Sorry I rambled and probably was pitiful, but anyway, thanks.